You're so cool, you make me cool. You're so cool, a whole mood. You're so cool, you make me cool. You're so cool, a whole mood. You're so cool, you make me cool.
Every experience for me in my life currently is new. I'm an independent artist. Huge for me. Huge. One of the reasons why I didn't do music for a long time. I didn't have the confidence. I didn't understand that if I didn't have this big machine behind me, how could I possibly do what I'd done before? So it's a weird one because it's always that kind of where did you go? And in the midst of all of that, I've just been living my life. Really enjoying my life, to be completely honest. Now it's just a new time, and now I just don't give a anymore. And I really believe in my music. Now I just don't give a anymore. So I'm Samantha Mumba, and I'm on Psyflo. Yeah. Psyflo.
Pop singer Samantha Mumba knows she's different, and that's just the way she likes it. The Dublin native comes back with Invader for a trippy psychedelic experience that she says is so damn cool. Check it out.
He's on the money in Zambia. He's on the money in Zambia. Yes. Born and raised in Dublin, Ireland. My mother's Irish, father's Zambian. Black. Yes. Black. Yes. For my dad to have gotten from Zambia to Ireland and randomly met my mother. When you really start thinking of, how you got here, it's pretty remarkable. I'm so proud of both. Because I was raised in Ireland, I was always so Ireland. As a woman and as a black woman, and realizing the significance of my Zambian side is quite phenomenal. Money. He's on the money in Zambia. I've been to Zambia and I went over there and had just an incredible experience. My grandfather was a freedom fighter, and he was killed in the process. So there's a statue for my grandfather, and there's a road named after him, and he's on the money in Zambia. So money.
Attention passengers.
He's on the money in Zambia. Being on a plane and landing in Zambia, thinking, right, we'll just go to the hotel and freshen up, and my entire family was on the runway as our plane was landing. Just insane trip.
Sometimes things feel so divine. Let me tell you how I met this girl. Yeah, Mondays can be so mundane. Where is Mary and her friend Jane? Then it came her name. Samantha Mumba. Like divine time, meant to be. Where is she? She right here with me.
When he slid in the DMs, and I went being nosy as I am, and I had to go look at the page, and I was blown away. I just wasn't ready to be inspired like that, to connect with the photos like that. And the timing is divine. Oh yeah. So the day I saw his profile page was the day I was having a creative meeting with my whole team, and I'm passing my phone around in the creative meeting saying, look at this, this is dope. that night, Tyce is in my house and we're drinking tequila and whiskey and having a good old time.
Samantha Mumba. Samantha Mumba.
Are you kidding me? I'm done with you. Favorite thing, obnoxious budgets. That was fun. Spending money that I didn't know I had to pay back was a lot of fun. So gotta tell you, I did that. I'm jumping off planes, and we had a huge budget for that. You've gotta remember as well, that was a different day. That was when there were proper budgets for music videos. And there was real thought put into it. You had to do something. It wasn't enough to just stand there and be cute and get away with it and be, have a cute angle and all of that stuff. You had to do stuff. And so that was why we really pushed it, and jumping out of planes and onto trucks. It was literally a dream come true. You really do speak things and you speak life into things. Mom and dad. Well, they put me in at 3. So I started doing tap and jazz until I was 15. As I'm sure you can still hear, I have quite a deep voice. Quite a deep voice. The only black girl in school. And I remember they would do summer schools and just asking people, who's gonna sing. And I sang and they had, this song, How You Gonna Get 'Em Down on the Farm? How you gonna, this old, I don't know, theater song, I'm sure. And I did it with just this big, deep voice. And I think I was just little black girl who probably always been, fairly quiet. It's an awful song. It's how you gonna get 'em down on the farm? Painting the town. So imagine, this 5-year-old little black girl just belting this out of nowhere. And I think everybody was horrified. And all the other girls were like, how you gonna get it? They were all, and I just come out like this big beast. That was my childhood in a nutshell. So, look, without getting into the technicalities, obviously everybody knows there's business that happens. It really suited me to have a break. So I went back to Ireland, I bought my house, and that turned into Club Mumba, and we partied a lot. So no point did I ever expect anybody in America to ever hear my music, to ever, that was a dream of maybe in 10 years, maybe in 20 years, if this goes well, maybe I'll get a chance, Being in America as an artist, the best experience. And it was the worst at the same time because it harmed my relationship with my label. Because all of a sudden, I'm with Interscope now and I'm in America for months and months at a time and I'm not available for them anymore, Ireland and the UK is a little different, so a lot of the promotion I would have done, they don't have sound guys there, so it's oh no, you can't sing live. Interviews, photo shoots, and me moving my mouth with no sound coming out. So now, mind you, then I come to America and all of a sudden I'm on radio tours where, what levels do you want your mic? And it was let me clutch my pearls real quick. I'm getting to sing? You mean I'm actually going to sing live? And so that was incredible because I got to actually do what my dream was. I remember being on a lot of those shows and it was, who was there? Nelly Furtado, 98 Degrees, all of those different, so many different acts. And it really pushed me because I was I better step up to the plate now. Better step up to the plate now. You can't fuck that up. The crowd will let you have it, and they'll let you know. Performing every night to 80,000 people, like that was my happiest time in the music industry. I wasn't signed to an American label, so at the end of the day, the UK had final say. And so the music is doing really, really well. Now all of a sudden, I'm unavailable to every label because I'm shooting the Time Machine. Most amazing experience of my life. I think 3.5 months we shot that. And then the labels merge. My whole team gone. It's all new people. And all of a sudden there's strangers who don't. When it came to delivering a second album and what that direction was going to be and how that was going to look, there were just certain things that weren't lined up, and my team wasn't strong, and they weren't able to fight like they needed to, and they should have. And I got dropped. I was so fine with that, because at that point it was like, okay, I'll go do another movie then. And so I did. People just went, why would you ever stop that? Why would you ever not fight for that? Or how could you ever be happy now when, that happened? That happened. For years, I had no desire even to do music. I had no interest in doing music. I felt like that was just a period and a time in my life. That was just a period. And then, those feelings and that passion that I'd had as a child, they start coming back. And then I get little angels in my life. That flame is ignited again. It's like, oh God, I actually forgot I do love this. And I do, and actually I do have more to give.
That is the news for now. Stay tuned to the hour every hour right here on Psyflo.